What is going on, guys? Welcome to Premier Auto Body. My name is Juan Carlos Gazga Perez. A lot of people know me as Autobodystrong, but today we are gonna take you along on a journey here at the shop. We got a bunch of stuff getting ready to happen. We've got a car that needs to be repaired. Plus, we're getting a bunch of upgrades here at the shop, and we wanna make sure that we bring you guys along with all these things that are getting ready to happen. But before we show you all these cool upgrades from Car Aligner, we gotta take you back to the beginning where this all started. So shout out to Autotality. They are the ones that are getting ready to do the install here at Premier. Autotality is going to be installing a speed lift for us. They're also going to be installing the brand new Versa. We are also going to be getting the Point X system, along with the SPR system, which is their self-piercing riveting system. So come on, welcome to the shop. All right, so one of the things I was not aware of was electrical stuff that needed to go into accepting this Versa, which is not a big deal. We got the professionals on it. I can tell you a little bit about it, that we need to go from 110 to 220. That's about as much as I know. We're gonna leave it to them. They know what they're doing. So this is what we currently have. Although this machine has been awesome, it is now time to upgrade it. And the reason why we are doing it is to maximize the space that is being occupied here at Premier. We are on the smaller side of things, so that is very, very important. Whether you're in a small shop, big shop, space is money, guys. So they've mapped out some of the things that need to happen. And so this is the beginning. All right, guys, so Autotality just showed up this morning. They brought in all their equipment that we're getting ready to upgrade to. We're super excited. We're just using the forklift to get everything off, kind of put it in place so that they can start unpacking. So super pumped. Let's get it. I didn't know this was part of the installation, making me work. Hey, Mickey, can you spot me? I don't want to scratch my frame machine. This is the Car Aligner Speed T3 Plus?
3 ton.
Okay.
3 ton. 3T. We have pulling capabilities on both ends. Made out of high strength steel, and it goes up over 5 feet. And you can do pulling on there with a 5-ton pull tower.
That's what's exciting to me, actually, because sometimes I'll have something on the big frame machine and I'm like, God, I got to take that off, or I got to schedule everything in a way. Let me get this ready so I can move this. So this will definitely help us in that area where we'll be able to do our light pulls on here. That's gonna go right there. We are gonna be bringing in the Ventrac Versa. We were fortunate enough to see it at SEMA. I saw it, I wanted it, and here it is. We're making it happen. So this setup is in-ground installation only. Essentially what they're gonna do is they're going to cut a pit in the ground. That setup is gonna go flush to the ground. So no more coming up or needing to mess around with the actual bench wrench to get a car up here. You'll literally be able to just drive up and bring the car up. It's gonna allow us to go from 3 stalls to 4 stalls and have it come up out of the ground. So it's just sitting here temporarily. We're gonna have the concrete people come in over the weekend. They're gonna cut a hole in here, fill it with concrete. Then we're gonna take this and pretty much just drop it in the hole. You know, this has always been a dream of mine to be able to have this kind of equipment, this kind of ability to, you know, create and give such a beautiful repair to our customers. We pride ourselves in the name Premier, and having the Premier tools is essential. So vibes are really, really exciting. All the guys are pumped. They've been waiting for this moment. We've been talking about it for a while now, and it's finally here. Although we weren't able to stop production to a complete halt because we still need to fix cars, we're making it work. We're making it work. We've got some cars coming in. We've got some cars being torn down and being assessed. That's kind of where we're at right now.
We have the speed on timbers. What we're gonna do is we're gonna lift it up so that we can put some casters on, which will allow us to get it into place. And then we will walk it down off the timbers once we get it in place. This is our power unit, basically a hydraulic pump, and that will lift the hydraulics in the machine. So the nice thing with the rise of electric vehicles coming in and the weights increasing, you'll be able to do most of your standard sedans, SUVs, but then because it's 3 tons, so 6,600 pounds, you'll be able to do some of the bigger mid-size SUVs. You could probably do a small pickup truck, or 1,500 would probably go on here. So with the increased lift capacity, you'll be pretty good.
What sets car liner apart though? Look at it, like all this like finish work, right?
So the thing is too,
Like, look how meaty this is. Look how nice and clean and precise all this. That's
the whole top is made out of ultra high strength steel. When it's down, it'll switch to that being in a different position so that the cylinders that are basically almost parallel to the ground are pushing this way, but it's lifting it that way.
So what you're saying is that they actually put some brains behind it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Fernando, look, it's taller than you. So this wall is not looking very, very happy right now. It's looking a little bit sad, right? They're not gonna leave that blank like that. It's not gonna look good.
There's gotta be one more.
Yes. But just hold on a minute. We're gonna add 1, 2, 3 more sails to it. This wall is gonna look phenomenal when we are done. This is probably one of the most exciting parts for me outside of the vent rack. It's gonna look really cool. They managed to get all these 3 cells put in. One of the really cool things that they did is they went above and beyond to shape out these nice little cutouts for our plugs, which I'm very, very happy about, or else it would have looked really ugly. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 8. I have seen many big walls out there. I have not seen an 8 cell. So yeah, no, eventually the wall will just be out the door. If somebody gets more than 8 cells, I'm gonna get it even bigger. I'm just gonna go out the wall. What do you think of that? We're gonna get some Volkswagen Audi specialty clamps that are gonna go right on this final area. We do seem to work on a lot of those here, thanks to Charles. You know, he's a big supporter of this shop and has been a big help to us. So shout out to you, my dude. So this is very, very special to my heart. So it is Carliner's AW tongue. I love the way that, you know, the jaws work on it. Big thank you to Johnny, all the way from Sweden. We were able to see it at SEMA. He said, I'm gonna get one in your hands. It gets better, come on. This is the Point X system. It basically allows us to do our pre-measurements. Another little storage, all your setups to be able to measure in true car liner fashion. Everything is very, very organized and neat. What it doesn't come with is a mouse. It has no mouse, does it? Oh, there it is. Yes, it does. Yeah, but why does the mouse have a cord on it? What is this, guys? We don't like cords on mouses. All right, get some scissors. Some scissors. You cut it?
It's sealed.
So we're super excited to be able to play and be able to give our customers even more reassurance that their vehicles are going back to pre-accident condition. So I'm super pumped. All right, guys, so I typically do not do unboxing videos. I've been asked to do unboxing videos. I don't do unboxing videos because I just don't do them, but I will unbox this. So this is Carliner's CBR 2000. It is a rivet gun, and it is a really, really nice rivet gun. It does come with 2 batteries and a charger. Pretty straightforward, pretty mean rivet gun. If you are in the market, I definitely stand behind this one. This is one of the arms for the rivet gun that we have over there. Very, very cool and heavy. I'm going to let the guys from Autotality Carliner put it all together, and then I just get to use it. All right, good morning, guys. Today is Saturday, day of excitement. So concrete starts today. We got the guys coming in. They're gonna be tearing up some concrete, so getting ready to do some cool stuff. We're gonna go move some of those cars to give them some more room to work. So let's get it. Hey, look, our concrete guy's drinking some pink drink. Good job. They are currently marking everything out for the pit, laying out some cool drawings and whatnot, making sure that everything is square so that we can go ahead and start cutting and getting this concrete process going. I'm not a concrete guy, guys. I don't do electrical work and I don't do concrete work. I fix cars, but it's okay because we got the professionals doing it. Going up to this, like, there was a lot of moving parts, so very, very surprised at how fast the actual install went from Autotality. I mean, they came and they knocked it out. So very glad to see how nice that turned out. All right, so this is our office. You're gonna meet a little bit of the gang here. This is Larry. He is our service writer. He is a big, big part of the shop. And you are gonna see some funny moments from this guy. He is the clown of the shop for sure. So this is Derek, he's my business partner. Fabulous guy, I could not ask for a better business partner. Truly, truly amazing guy.
He's being too nice.
We are definitely really pumped. This is all really, really good stuff. So, all right, Larry, so tell me about this frame machine.
Yeah, so the cool thing about it, it comes with 2 pull towers that are a little bit smaller than the old design, but offers a little bit more pull power. Excuse me.
Get out of the way. Dile que se quite. Dile que se quite. Quítate, dile.
Quítate.
Quítate. Get out of the way.
If you have someone like him that's just a human frame machine and you don't need this whole setup
You can rip the side off of a Ford F-150.
Yeah, you can just pull the door right
That
off.
video's going crazy. You guys really like that, huh? I'm gonna start tearing some more stuff off.
Can you stop? Because like it's not making skin times any easier for the rest of them.
This process can be done for anybody as long as you're able to kind of be flexible, you know, kind of move and navigate through what you have going on. So in good old-fashioned one, I did have them do some changes because I didn't want to see a bunch of joints running through the concrete. This is where the actual machine is going to be recessed in. We're just going to go ahead and go to the next joint, which makes it a little bit better, but it also is going to make it look really uniform. I'm a stickler for presentation and the way things look. They reassured us that making those little changes would be good. So originally we had talked about pouring it all at once. There's a lot of different reasons why that's not a good idea. We kind of talked through it. Precision is key when going through this process, and we came up with the fact that pouring the bottom half is going to be the best way to do it, and ensuring that it's nice and flat and there's no variation of height. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour the bottom side of it today, and then 2 days from now we are going to be pouring the outside parameters of it. But will it burn out? Do a burnout.
You said you wanted a burnout?
Yeah, do a burnout. I actually asked him if I could sit in it. I've always wanted to sit more.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's go sit in.
Go sit in there.
Dude, he's got some fans up here. Look at that.
Yeah,
What you guys didn't know is that I've always wanted to be a construction worker. Dude, this thing's pretty cool. He does have a check engine light, though. Wonder what his check engine light's on for. Charles?
Charles.
So this is the second phase of the pour. We did the bottom half, now we're gonna do the surrounding area. One of the things that's very, very important is to make sure that that bottom half is extremely level. So the guys did an excellent job ensuring that that was the case here. So now they're gonna basically go around the barrier. It's kind of what you're seeing right now. Trying to get a good idea of how long it's going to be before we can actually have the guys from Autobodystrong come back and finish the install of the actual machine going in the pit. They said that a week would be a reasonable amount of time. Temperature is very, very important, I imagine. This frame machine's pretty heavy, so they do want to make sure that it's nice and cured. Yeah, so it's been approximately a week since the concrete was poured. So a few little things have happened since then. One of the things that we did is me and my daughter actually came out and painted the nice little yellow caution lines around the pit. And we went ahead and did one little extra strip right here just to dress it up and make sure that it looks kind of really nice. So I'm blessed. Today, we got the guys from Autobodystrong back, and today is the day that we're actually going to drop the frame machine in the actual pit. We let it dry approximately a week, a little bit over, so cross your fingers, guys. Larry's not allowed to drive the forklift.
Drive Wookiees, can drive the mountains, can't put a car on the lift to save my life. Huh?
No, he's actually a very, very impressive driver, but he cannot park. He cannot park. He cannot park. He's got to be moving, right?
That's kind of the New York thing. Bumpers are for bumping.
We got the frame machine inside the pit successfully. We went ahead and put all these ramps. So what's really cool about these ramps is that they're actually removable. You can actually just pick them right up and put them away, store them, whatever you got to do. Depending on the size of the vehicle that you're putting up here, you can just move them, slide them back, and adjust it to whatever wheelbase vehicle you have. Very happy with how the frame machine fit inside the pit. It's very nice and clean. We're very happy with it. So things are going really nice and smooth here. The next step is getting a car up here.
So I know what we said what the first car was going to be up there, but I really wanted to test the capabilities of this frame machine. One of the things that really sold me on it was how low it can get, especially with the amount of lowered cars that we work on in here. So I'm going to go grab mine. for demonstration purposes, I'm gonna leave it there. I know it's gonna be able to get all the way. If I can get this over it, pretty much get anything on here at this point. I ain't the first one, bro.
I mean, who's gonna be the first one?
There's already been one.
Did you go up? You took it up there?
Took it up there.
Wait, you rode on it?
So I just wanted to make sure that I can clear the ramps to get an understanding of how low does it go.
All right,
You rode on it or your car rode on it?
I was in the car and the car rode on.
These two, man.
Anyway.
You know, I worked at a shop, a high production shop for a really long time. One of the things that I really missed was having a personal connection with our customers. You know, some of these cars, you know, they get our blood. A lot goes into these cars, and you want to feel like that personal connection with the customer that's picking it up and seeing them smile. A lot of times just tears coming down their eyes. Customer had a truck. The truck was given to her when she graduated high school. So she was looking for a body shop to help her, and she kept getting rejected. The truck was in pretty bad shape. We looked at her truck, gave her an assessment, and we redid her whole truck. Pulled up, car was up front, ready to go, and tears just running down their eyes. And you get that a lot. When people get in accidents, they literally see their car look sad. So that's where body shops have that, what I call, beautiful opportunity to be a hero. All right, guys, so we're on the other side of the shop. All right, guys.
Why does every YouTuber start?
How else do you start it? So one of the first cars that's getting ready to go up on that frame machine is going to be this Subaru. It was hit in the back here pretty hard. It's not only going to need this impact bar, it's going to need this rear body, and it's going to need this floor. But before we do all that, it is very imperative that we follow the manufacturer's recommendations, or at times, requirements. In this particular case, Subaru requires you to do what's called a safety check. It's going to require inspecting some of the seat belts, taking some of the seats out, at times taking the floor out. We're going to have to visually inspect the airbag, a bunch of things of that nature. And for a lot of this, we refer to repair logic.
You really got to pay attention to what you are checking and what you're not. It'll tell you if you have a frontal collision, check these items. If you have a side collision, check these items. If the airbag's inspected, check these items. These pieces have to come out. You're going to be adding a whole new bead of seam sealer where they want you sectioning it. So what this looks like now isn't actually what the final product looks like as per Subaru. You actually add some different features in there. It's how they designed it and how they want it to go back.
Yeah, so one of the things that's very important that we get a lot of pushback from insurance companies is following these required safety inspections. So one of the things that we ask the manufacturers that are actually making these safety inspections to be a little bit more clear about what it is they want us to do. Little something from the body shop side. We want to do things right. There's processes and procedures that some body shops do and some don't. Here at Premier, we stand by it and we follow all the OEM ways and you know what they want us to do. We take the time to research the car. Larry takes big pride in loving to read. These safety inspections can be very intrusive, but this is one of the biggest steps that's going to set you apart. So Repair Logic gives us pretty much all this information that is pulled straight from Subaru. It has all the processes and procedures that need to be done in order to do this correctly. So we're gonna follow what it says to do here and we should be good to go. So this repair is not very difficult. It's pretty straightforward. There is a lot of cutting and welding and things like that that need to happen, but nothing outside of the ordinary. We did not remove the impact bar because we're actually gonna hook a clamp right to it and we're gonna pull it out to try to relieve some of that pressure on there. Then after we do that, we're going to do a pull on this floor. Like you can see, there's actual kinks inside of it that are not repairable. So the next thing that we have to do is we got to pull out the Cartronic, which is right here. This is basically the gadget that's going to slide up and down that ladder that we see right there, and it's going to send a Bluetooth signal from there to the computer, and from then we start our measuring process. So I measured the incorrect point and the computer was able to see that and tell us, hey, something's wrong here. I had measured another bolt that's really close to it, not the correct one. So we went back and corrected it, and now like you can see, we have good numbers, and we know it was hit right here. So there's a good chance that this frame rail and this one are either sucked in or spread out. So we're gonna hit this rear body out a little bit because the rear body is so folded over that it won't allow my pointer to go to it. So we gotta make a little bit of room, and it's gonna tell us, oh, looky there. So it didn't go anyway. They're actually in spec. The only thing that I'm seeing is that it's a little bit short. If you look there, you're -5 length. For it to be in spec, it should be at least -3. So 2 millimeters. So not too bad. A lot of that will come out once we pull this with this pull right here. All right, so what you guys just saw is essentially a rough pull. And rough pulls are designed to make sure that any kind of tension that is being held by the vehicle is released. And you want to release that tension before you start cutting any panels. So guys, with that, thank you so much for joining us in this awesome adventure here at Premier. We hope that you enjoyed it. We hope that you learned a little bit from it. We still got a lot of work to do on this car, and we're not gonna drag you through all of that, but from the deepest part of my heart, thank you. And like always, keep fixing.